What's up, y'all? Making another video for you guys. I like making videos for everybody. Real quick before I get into the main topic here, I want to start doing more live streaming on my channel. I want to start doing more live like Q&A videos, things like that, where I can kind of interact with all my viewers, like, you know, live. And I want to do it maybe once or twice a week, so I just want to let everybody know that. I might not be able to do it at the same time every week based on my schedule and lifestyle, but nonetheless, once or twice a week, I'm going to start doing live videos. And you all can tune in, ask me questions, talk some shit, do whatever. So I got an email. It's called Traveling Europe. He says, "How's it going, Brayton? I'm one of your followers from the UK. I've been watching your videos for a little over a year now, and I have a few things to ask. You've referenced England a lot. What are your thoughts on English people and culture?" Oh man. "Would you ever consider visiting the UK and Ireland?" He also says, "How do you feel about visiting the continent to the likes of Poland, Ukraine, Romania, etc.? A lot to experience there. Also, in which ways did your time in Cambodia change you, and what things did you learn about yourself whilst living there? It sucks that we supporters now cannot leave positive comments on your videos." Just real quick before I talk about Europe, you know, like as far as me disabling the comments, a lot of people seem to think that it's because of all the haters and all the nasty comments people leave. If the nasty comments really got to me and bothered me, then I would have stopped making videos about 2 weeks into making videos. I mean, I've been doing this for about 3 years now. So when people talk shit to me and say, "Oh, you suck, you're an idiot, you're a loser," that does not bother me. That is not why I disable comments. I disabled the comments because I had one or possibly several people impersonating members of my family, spreading false rumors about me and my family. And also they were impersonating me and starting fights with my fans and viewers when it wasn't me. So I just disable comments so nobody can do it. And it seems to me like most of the people who get upset about not being able to leave comments are people who leave nasty comments anyways. Very few people leave comments that are positive. And I just decided to stop doing it because I was tired of people impersonating me and family members and spreading false information to people. That's it. So in terms of me being sensitive and shit, that's not true. Y'all motherfuckers can go fuck yourself, man. That is not the case. Anyways, I digress. He says, "I've referenced England a lot. What are my thoughts on English people and culture?" Oh man. So the most exposure I've had to English people was when I lived in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. There's a lot of English expats there. First thing, man, they're fucking people, dude. They're fucking people. They have funny little accents like this. Sometimes they have a Cockney accent and they don't give a fuck. And sometimes they're from fucking Liverpool. They got that Scouse. "Fucking Liverpool, matey. It's the fucking greatest place on earth. The whole fucking world, matey." So some of the fucking accents from England are hilarious, man. And I first learned about the northern accents and the southern accents in England. I learned about, "I'm from the north." Like, they sound more Scottish, of course. And you've got the fucking Cockney. Fucking London, I got a huge fucking English cock. Fucking, I don't know, man. I love making fun of English people. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. What do I think about English people? I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of them are cool. They're honestly a lot like Americans, to be honest. Which makes sense because I guess Americans are a lot like the English, which makes sense because, you know, this country was pretty much founded by the English, right? And the Scottish and the Irish and all them. So naturally, we have a lot of the same slang and all that. And, you know, a lot of Ebonics. For those of you who don't know what Ebonics are, that's basically how black people talk in America. Like ebony, Ebonics, get it? That comes from English. That comes from like original English, like a lot of the things they say, like ax, I'm gonna ask you a question. That's how English people used to talk. The police. That's what English people used to say, man. So, black culture in America and just American culture in general, man, has a huge English influence. So I mean, it kind of comes from a bad place, but now it's all good, right? It's all good now, man. But in terms of, you know, what are my thoughts on English people and culture? I don't really have any thoughts on it, simply because I haven't spent any time in the UK or Ireland. You know, and all the English people I did meet were typically cool. You have some douchebags from every part of the world. You know, that's all I can say about it, man. So I don't really have much to say about it, but I would consider visiting the UK or Ireland 100%. To be honest, I'd have much more of an interest in visiting Ireland and Scotland over England. I feel like England is going to be very expensive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the same prices. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like England, like, everybody fucking goes there, dude. Everybody in the world goes to fucking England. And I feel like it would also be very politically correct, more so politically correct in Scotland and Ireland. And I say that because England is allowing itself to be overrun by immigrants that do not value English culture. They do not care about the country. They just want to go there, reap the benefits, and take it over from the inside out, while the English government allows it to happen. I mean, right? I mean, that's the case. I mean, just the fact that there were certain stores and shops in England that sold English memorabilia, like with like the Union Jack flag. Some of these businesses were shut down because other people said it's racist to have the Union Jack, which I don't know how that's racist, man. And the fact that England, and not just England, Sweden is bending over and taking it up the ass. Germany's taken it up the ass. France is. Spain probably. All the Western European countries seem to have that issue. So I've almost lost respect for England, to be honest. Like, I've actually lost respect. Like, the once all-powerful England is now being overrun by the people that should be kept out. And when I say the people that should be kept out, I'm not talking about race. It has nothing to do with your race. I don't care if they're Middle Eastern or African, but it has to do with people that do not, they don't have England's best interests at heart. And the same thing happens here in America. And that's a very broad subject, and I know it's very sensitive. Again, I just want to make a point because as a white man, I have to always fucking make a disclaimer. I don't care what race you are, but if you come to a country illegally and the taxpayers fund your welfare and the taxpayers fund your medical care, when you don't even want anything to do with the locals in the first place, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. So I digress. I think a lot of you understand where I'm coming from. He also says, how would I feel about visiting like Poland, Ukraine, and Romania? Now I talked about this before, man. If there's anywhere in Europe that I'd like to go, it's fucking Eastern Europe, dude. It seems like they don't take any shit. They're not feminizing their countries like England is. They're not feminizing themselves like Sweden is. They're not feminizing themselves and being overtaken from the inside out like other Western European countries are. They're trying to stay pure in the sense that they're not just going to let tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of outsiders come in and then start calling the shots. That's not how it should work. All right? If you want to move to a new country, you should do it legally. You should go through the process. All right? I would love to see Poland. I made a lot of Polish friends in Cambodia. I would love to visit Ukraine, Romania, Hungary would be a big one. I'd like to see the Balkans. And for those of you who don't know what the Balkans are, that's like Macedonia, Albania, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, hurts my vagina, whatever the fuck it's called. And I would love to see Eastern Europe for sure, man. And then he also goes on to ask, in which ways did your time in Cambodia change you, and what things did you learn about yourself whilst living there? Wow, dude, what a broad fucking question that is, man. Number one, how did it change me? It changed me in a way that I got a much broader perspective on people. Because there, not only was I around other expats like other Europeans, Australians, Africans, Latinos, Middle Easterners, things like that. I was in Cambodia. I was amongst Cambodian people. So pretty much everybody that I knew was not American. Pretty much. It was mostly non-Americans that I knew, and yes, it gives you a different perspective. And the same thing would apply to you if you're English. Like if you're from fucking Hull, England, which is probably one of the biggest shitholes on the planet, and you've never left Hull, or whatever the fuck, Hell or Hull, whatever, y'all motherfuckers know what I'm talking about, and you've never left that shithole, and then you move to Cambodia with all these Americans and Khmer people and Chinese and Vietnamese and Cambodians and Japanese and Korean and French and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dude, you're going to get a much broader perspective on the world. Your mind will open. And how will it open? It'll open in so many different ways. I can't even begin to talk about it in the video. God damn it, I lost my spot here. What did I learn about myself? Well, I learned that I can become addicted to drugs. I learned that it can happen to me. I used to, like when I'd hear about somebody who got hooked on pills or hooked on whatever, any kind of drug, even alcohol, I've been like, oh well, they're just weak. They're just weak. They just don't have what it takes. And obviously now that I've struggled, that I've had the issue many times in my life now, I'm more empathetic to that. And I understand that even great people can fuck up their lives and fall into addiction. They can fall into those bad habits. So I learned that even I could let myself go. That even, which obviously I can. But I'm just saying that before, like my ego was so great that, oh, it can't happen to me. I'm not a fucking loser, dude. I'm gonna get addicted to drugs, and then I'm fucking craving them all day. Man, I honestly don't know how I did not die from a fucking overdose and combining so many drugs together. I learned that I can travel the world. I learned that I did have what it took to move across the planet by myself with a little money, not knowing, the native tongue in Cambodia, and then gradually learning it, gradually learning to speak Khmer. I did start my own business. I did a lot of cool things there that a lot of people never would do or try. I took a lot of risks and gambles, and I'm happy about that. So I learned that I can do great things in my life, and I learned that I can do very terrible things in my life and fuck it up. But it's all right here. It's all in my decision making. It's all in what I want. Maybe it sounds corny, but it's true. Like, you have the power. I'm talking to all you, even you English motherfuckers. Put down your fucking biscuit and listen to what I'm saying, all right? You have the power to do great things. You have the power to achieve if you put in the time and work. But you also have the ability to completely destroy everything you've built for yourself. It's true, man. All right. It's a lot easier to blow a house down than it is to build it. That makes sense. I could use that analogy for anything. I mean, it takes well, you guys understand what I'm saying. It's a lot easier to destroy than it is to build and create. All right, that's what I'm saying. So anyways, man, thanks for the question, dude. I appreciate it. And like I said, I do want to do live streaming more. And if you guys have any suggestions on it, maybe anything I should talk about, let me know. It's nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. Basically, I'm just going to turn on the live stream and just talk to you guys. And I think that it'll be a cool way for us to interact with each other, like basically in real time. And also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram @BraytonHoward. That's me. Facebook.com/NoJokeHoward. Like and share, please. I do appreciate y'all watching. Peace!